Welcome to Up to Speed. I'm Katie Hargett, and we have moved out of the studio and into the Schmidt Peterson Motorsports garage for this episode. I'm joined now by Jeff Darks, who is the Vice President of Marketing. Jeff, you guys wrap your entire garage every year. That's something no other team does. Where did this idea come from?
To make a long story short, Katie, we 3 years ago, 2016, we had a new general manager that came in from Europe. He had never been to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, so myself and the team manager brought him down, showed him the garages, showed him how we configured the cars in the garages. You know, kind of a traditional thing here. Everything's tradition at Indy, so we told him traditionally the team knows the cars into the garages, and from a fan's perspective, they're looking at the back end of the race car. So we thought, you know, why don't we try to do something different this year? It's the 100th run of the race, and Pierce said, why don't we turn the car sideways in the garage? And myself and Taylor said, you can't turn the car sideways in the garage. And he said, well, let's try it. Let's see if it works. And we brought a setup pad down with a race car and did a little test fit, and it worked. So from there, we thought, well, why don't we build some temporary walls? And then, you know, we don't want to have white walls, so why don't we put some graphics on the walls? So 2016, we decided to honor the heritage of the race, kind of a history timeline of when the race started up until current, and then just took off from that. The fans loved it, the other teams loved it, and then obviously from a team member standpoint, the guys take a lot of pride in it. It's something that gets recognized all month long, so it's kind of rolled from there, and that's where we're at now.
You kind of hinted at it. You guys honor both the present and the past in the entire garage. How did you decide on this year's design?
Well, we're lucky to form a good partnership with Gear Inch this year, and their tagline is Forge Ahead. So with that, we thought, you know, why don't we honor the guys behind the scenes, the guys, you know, not the cars, not the drivers, not the team owners. Let's do something about the guys that are actually in here working in the garages. And again, they take great pride in the garage. So we thought, why don't we honor the mechanics? And that's where the idea came from.
Well, Jeff just explained the present behind him. Now I'm joined by Mark Frew from Media Factory, and we have the past behind us. Mark, how did this whole partnership come together?
I met Jeff Darks when Sam went to the IndyCar program. It was about, I don't know, it's been over 10 years ago now. And we did a lot of small stuff for them. And then when they decided that 100th anniversary came along and they wanted to do this, they knew that it was stuff we did. So we talked about how to work through that process with them. And we got to the conclusion that we got to with was a great you know, result from the 100th anniversary. So we've just continued that on from there.
This looks like it would take a really long time. What's the process like to wrap an entire garage?
Well, you've got 160 lineal feet of wall space down here. It's 10 foot tall, so you got 1,600 square feet of space. We start off with getting artwork. The artwork is then put onto a large format printer. All the vinyl's printed. It's all cut down into panels, and then the panels are numbered and put in sequence, and my guys come down here and do the installation. It takes us about a day and a half to knock it all out.
Quite an impressive job you've done this year. I love this year's design. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Katie Hargett, and now you're up to speed.
Watch the IndyCar Grand Prix Saturday, May 12th at 3:30 p.m. on ABC.